So, when you have your idea on what it is that you want to do career wise, how do you actually test it out or have the confidence and courage to go out there and take that next step? If you're wondering whether you should pivot your career, start a business, or do something different, this week's episode is for you. I'm Siobhan Barnes, founder of the Neon Life Society, and I've worked with many, many women on career changes. Many women go through so many transitions in life, whether that's getting married, having a baby, getting a promotion. There are so many different phases that a woman goes through in terms of maturing and growing up. And I believe that we change our minds in terms of what matters to us most and where we want to go. So when I was working in corporate, I was a real go-getter. I had so much time because I only had to worry about myself and, my then partner. And I could afford to work late nights at the office. I could afford to just, pull an all-nighter and keep going and rise up the corporate ladder. But as I've had children, it's become very different. It's actually been a great lesson and a great reminder of how important self-care is to not only look after myself, but to look after my kids and also model some healthy behaviors so that they themselves know how to have a healthy and adjusted life. Definitely don't get it right all the time, and I have so much to learn in this area. But I share this with you because I think it's important that when you're looking at making a change and you have an idea of what it is that you want to pursue, that you do it in a way that is constructive, where you're able to test out your idea, be sensible, be smart, but give yourself a little bit of space and time to explore it too. So many women come to me at that final moment where they're like, I need to quit, I hate my job. And when you're in that state, it's very difficult to make a smart decision about your career because you're in this fight or flight mode. I know this because I quit my job after reaching my tail's end and just couldn't hack it anymore. And if I could have my time again differently, I would have sought help way in advance and been way more honest with how I was feeling and how I was coping. So if you're thinking about a new career idea, I encourage you to give yourself a bit of space rather than making it something that you have to figure out right now. Set a timeline. Set this up as if it's a project. Maybe it's 2 weeks. Maybe it's a month. Maybe it's 3 months. Think about, number one, how long you want to spend on this idea of yours. Step number two, write a list of questions that you need to know about this option in order to know if it's right for you. Do you need to know that there is potential to scale and grow in a business? Do you need to know whether the lifestyle actually matches up to what it is that you think you want to do, right? So many people I know want to go, knee-jerk reaction is corporate to NGO or charity, which is wonderful and perfect because we need people with big hearts to help out with societal issues and environmental issues. But when they dig deeper, they realize it's not just about working in that sector, it's about helping people. And sometimes there are many different ways that you can help people without having to take a huge cut in your salary and have that as your sole income. You can do that on the side right now and feel that level of fulfillment, right? So that's step number two. Step number three is to go out there and speak to people who are either doing it or in the industry or know of it. Get some firsthand information and ask really smart questions so that you can get the answers that you're looking for from step two. Okay, so that's step number one. Set a timeline for your project to research that particular idea. Step number two, write yourself a list of questions that you need answered in order to know whether that career option is right for you. Step number three, go out there and speak to people and validate your idea by getting the answers to that question from step number two. I'd love for you to leave me a comment. Where are you in your journey? What do you do when you're thinking about the different options? Do you have any struggles? Leave a comment and let me know. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.